Hello guys, hope everyone is having a fantastic day. In today's video, I'm going to be going ahead and explaining to you guys 10 specific techniques that I've thought about extremely hard that was able to get me in my trading career going from losing over $7,500 in just a day or two to being able to consistently profit about $1,000 to $1,500 a week. I am Alex and you're watching Finance with Alex. Today's video, it's going to get pretty awesome, so make sure you stick around to the very end. I really appreciate an early thumbs up and a comment down below. For a lot of people, $1,500 a week is life-changing money. To a lot of people, $1,500 a week means nothing. If that means nothing to you, then I suggest you skip over this video, because here we appreciate any sorts of additional supplemental income. If you're one of the people that should stick around here, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that I thought about the content of this video for quite some time because I wanted to give you guys 10 of the most meaningful things that I solely believe in that you need to master and understand before you can start to become a consistently profitable trader. There are a lot of things that are definitely not there in the beginning of your trading career. When you're first beginning as an amateur or a beginner, you are definitely lacking a series of these things. So I'm going to go into them, and the only way that you progress and get better is as you begin to separate all of these different 10 factors, and then you master them one at a time. I'm not saying that I believe I mastered them, but I believe that I'm definitely growing as a trader. And being able to generate $1,500 a week is great for me. Why do I say this? Why is it $1,500 a week? And if it wasn't $1,500, it doesn't even matter because my minimum would be $1,000. But not so important about why that's that. The reason why I chose that specific amount on a weekly basis is because this is supplemental income to me. This is additional. This is not too much of a new venture because I've been into it for a little bit. But I've been just recently taking action and becoming profitable. And I really would like to just minimize the hardship that anyone would have to go through if they're experiencing these types of things, or if you're interested in beginning to trade with cryptocurrencies with leverage. I'm going to go over two different topics within the cryptocurrency trading. And one of them is going to be those 10 things that you need to know. And the other thing is going to be where you can go in the event you don't want to learn any details. Yes, you heard me correctly. In the event you don't want to learn nothing about technical analysis, nothing about fundamental analysis, nothing about the Fibonacci, nothing about how to use it. You don't want to know about it if you don't care about it, you just want to make money. I'll be talking about that also in the end of the video, where you can go ahead, sign up just to receive trade ideas. Boom, straight to your phone, just bings all day, all night long. You hop into these trades, you're profitable instantly. Another reason why I'm only making about $1,000 to $1,500 a week is because I have created a new philosophy for myself, since I'm an all or nothing type of dude. You need to understand that about yourself also. If you're that person who's an all or nothing type of person, you probably won't get too far, seriously, because you'll end up on a really great streak, and then since you're all or nothing, eventually, after you've made it all, you'll end up with nothing. It really does work that way, seriously. I can tell you from experience, from pain, from suffering, from sleepless nights, losing money is not a way to feel alive, okay? Money is a tool. If it's used correctly, can be extremely helpful when generating more. Yeah, let's do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway. We can do an XRP giveaway, we can do a Bitcoin giveaway, we can do Ethereum giveaway. Not exactly sure how much I'll be giving away, but if this video gets 100 likes in the first 24 hours, I'll be giving away X amount of crypto or whatever. I'll send you cash if you want USD, but that would be silly. Following that, I even wrote it on a little paper for you guys. Starting with the first 10 things, understanding Fibonacci. If you're going to be trading, time and time again, I've realized that it's actually a very accurate tool. Not kidding you whatsoever. And the second thing is understanding manipulation. So the Fibonacci and manipulation. Why am I bringing these two up in sequence? You gotta understand everything I'm saying here is to my understanding, to my belief. I could be wrong about certain things, but I do think that I'm a pretty sharp dude with the Fibonacci tool. 9 times out of 10, it always marks where it's going. It's quite accurate. And if you're scalping trades, meaning you're just gonna be in for just a short period of time to take quick profits, kind of like what I do, because it makes me more comfortable instead of swinging things and waiting multiple days to close a trade. It helps, And it's also something that I didn't really pay too much attention to the first couple of months when it came to me entering this field. Number 2, manipulation. You know, we kind of already touched on that a little bit, but the markets are extremely manipulated. So fundamental news is a very big factor when it comes to the cryptos, okay? We can get some threads, some articles from a lot of extremely known or popular publishers. Definitely could impact those prices. Now, as prices tend to go up, less volatility. So that's something everyone needs to know. The people who are in crypto right now, they want to make that volatility money. They want to make that stupid, crazy, next level money. That's what comes with trading any assets that are new. So any new asset class will come with volatility. Eventually though, when all the money goes into it, the volatility will deplete. And when it depletes, it becomes a more, not a risk-free, but the risks are a lot less because now its market cap is a lot more full. So it will definitely take a lot more money to make it swing how we're seeing in today's time. This is all due to being a small market cap, because ultimately, you know, say for example, if we had Bitcoin at a $10 trillion market cap, like gold, Grayscale, or MicroStrategy, just adding a couple 100,000 Bitcoin or just 1,000, a couple hundred, whatever, you get what I'm saying. It's not going to drastically impact the specific value of just one. And this is where we're heading in the future. And this is why I make these videos, because, you know, if you want to be part of the train, I'd like to at least let you know that the train is moving, and it's a supersonic train. It's going to supersonic speed into the future as the governments help us hyperinflate. So I don't want to get too into the politics and all that controversy and what's actually going down, because I want to stick to the trading. But I want to let you know that all of this stuff plays a huge role. US dollar index, huge role. Why? Well, you got to know these things. You got to do research. You got to care. You got to have a passion. And that's one of the next topics. You need to be committed, dedicated, and passionate. That's another trade. I'm not going to take it because I'm in right now. You need to be committed and 100% on the same page of this leverage crypto trading, because if you think it's just something that you're going to be able to just hop in and not really know too much about, well, then you can't call yourself a trader. You'll have to go ahead and wait till the second part of this video to go ahead and find out how you can do that, where you can just plug in, copy and paste trade ideas so that you don't have to work at all. The first thing in my life that has able to generate me money in just a couple of seconds, and it goes both ways. So I don't want to add sprinkles. I want to let you know that you can also lose money in just a couple seconds as well. This is why I'm going to be talking to you about number, I lost track. I think we're at 4 or 5. But I don't know what number we're at, but we're going to make sure to hit the whole list. And that next number is going to be understanding what leverage is. Yes, I don't know why I don't have it on the paper. Understanding what leverage is. What is leverage? Well, first of all, there's different kinds of leverage. Now, for this leverage that we're going to be talking about specifically in this video, leverage is going to be acquiring any asset with debt, not using fresh equity. So what does this mean in plain English? Using money, not your own. It's kind of like a cash advance, you can look at it as, because they're going to be giving you some debt. It's your job to come back with some profit. So you take that debt. If you lose, then you owe what you took them and what you lost, which makes it a very, very harsh ending. But it also has another side to it. Now, if you borrow that money and you turn that money into profit, and you make profit on what you borrowed also, then this is what we do here on a regular basis. For the people who don't want to watch this video to the very end, you can go ahead and click on my previous video about SWIPECOIN. The link is in the description, and I believe it's midway through the video. But that's going to be part 2 of this video. So if you care to know details before you start digging off on your own and discourage yourself because you don't know what the heck it is, hang on to part 2. Understanding what leverage is important, because it can give you everything and it can make you lose everything too. So once you understand leverage, then you really need to pay attention to 2 things, in my opinion: psychology and risk management. These are 2 other sections on this 10 list thing. Why is risk management important? You got to understand here that I've only been doing this now for a few months. I started off just plugging in trade ideas and making money and losing money, not really knowing what I was doing. And then I started to realize it's quite complex, but it's systematical. Nick Gomez, one of the educators for XRP trading, because there's multiple trading. There's multiple trading pairs. There's styles. There's XRP, there's Ethereum, there's Bitcoin, there's so many. I personally will only trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Why? Because I'm only connected to those 3 guys. Those 3 guys were the ones who were there when I was learning. So those are the only 3 that I became comfortable with, and those are enough, to be honest with you. If you only just learned one, you would be fine. But, you know, when you got SWIPECOIN and it's giving you trade ideas for all three, I mean, I don't see why you should be on the sidelines whatsoever. Now, something that they've taught me about risk management is that it's okay to lose. It's definitely okay to lose. It comes with it. Why does losing come with this? If losing didn't come with it, then no one would know what risk management is. Risk management is being able to lose multiple times, but being able to win one time and clear out all your losses and deliver profit. Now, me hopping into this without risk management, what did it do? I do remember that one day, 7,500, it just poofed. It was a tough day for me, okay? It took me like 2 days to get out of that fog that happened afterwards, because you don't really realize what's going on. That's dangerous, and that's why I'm going to talk to you guys about the importance of psychology. What does psychology and this have anything to do with each other? I'll tell you. If you don't understand what you're doing, if you don't understand the terms, if you don't understand a lot of the things, and keep in mind, this is just for the people who want to pursue a future with trading. Gonna remind you again, if you don't want none of that and you just want the money, wait for part 2 or go to my last video, SWIPECOIN, go get the link, get yourself together, sign yourself up, okay? I'm not receiving any type of compensation for it. When I first seen it, it took me like 4 months to sign up. Why? Because it was $2.99 a month. I was like, what? I could get a car for $2.99 a month. I could get this, I could get that. I could put it in index, okay? And I could make money on 300 bucks a month. It will compound quite nicely. And that was my mistake. Why? Because once you realize that money is just a tool and you stop with that mentality, that scarce mentality, and you realize that it's just, there's an abundance of it and that there's so much for everyone to have, that's when you start looking at these things and you go, okay, open up your gates in your head, become more open-minded, and you realize, wow, $2.99 a month? Then you have it on this side of the scale. And then you need to check on what's the other side of the scale is looking like. The other side of the scale is looking like, I'm making as much money as I want all day long. Here's what it really boils down to. I didn't want to pay the $2.99 a month. I pretended to myself like I didn't do that to myself because it was a complete disservice. Seriously, from the heart. It's not my company. It's not my organization. I was having one of those Miami nights and I ran into one of the educators, Nick Gomez. And let me tell you, we're like this for the last couple of months, you know, as we've been trading together. He's been teaching me, educating me. We're more on a personal level. That's awesome. That's what I needed, to be honest with you. I needed that personal relationship with someone who is highly educated and knowledgeable. And you know something? It's great. And I've seen what it was able to do for me. And that's why immediately I come here, transfer all the information to you guys. And this isn't for everybody. So that's also something you have to come to terms with. But there's a lot of things, okay? There's options trading the stock market. That's something I dabbled in for a little bit. I do occasionally, if I know that there's like free money on the way, I'll go ahead and play with it, but I will not do what I did to myself the first 2 months that I started with all this cryptos and stocks. You know, I would just literally let my life be eaten away watching charts. I realized I'll be going for days just staring at screens and computers, eyes sucked in, pale, no sun, and you know, I'm making money, but I'm losing myself. I don't want that. You shouldn't want that. Next thing up is going to be when you're trading, understanding, not exactly looking at the profits, you're looking at the pips. You want to get your profits based off of a point system. You don't want to go in there and say, all right, I'm going in at $200 amount, because guess what? It might just hit 197 because that's what the fib says, and you lose everything. It goes back down to the negatives. This topic here does not work based on how you like anything whatsoever. Everything you think it's going to do, it'll do the opposite. And every time you start to program yourself to understand it's going to do the opposite, it goes inverse from that. So ultimately, the only thing that will save you in this specific industry will be 2 things. And that's going to be the next 2 things on the list. TA and FA. TA is technical analysis. That right there is ultimately, it's the golden griddle. It's the meat and bones. It's the meat and potatoes. It's everything of this crypto trading. So technical analysis. If you don't want to take the action, you don't want to take the risk, SWIPECOIN in my last video. Go check it out. Understanding that trading in general is all probability, which means nothing's set in stone. It levels out the playing field for everybody. Other than whales, whales can always influence price action. For part 2 of this video, I'm just going to let you guys know, for the people who don't want to learn any of that stuff that we went through just now in this video, you have SWIPECOIN. So SWIPECOIN, you can get more info on it on one of my previous videos titled, If You Feel Like You Missed Out on the Train Owning Bitcoin, Think Again. Now, SWIPECOIN video will have a lot more info. We'll have the link in this video in the description. We have it in that one already. Trade ideas. They are not signals. We don't tell you to do it. We simply let you guys know the trade idea. And to let you know a little bit more about that trade idea, it is in a sense a signal, but we call them trade ideas. And all you got to do there is copy and paste. That's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.